Hi everybody. So, I am standing here today because I refuse to live in a society that uses our places of education to advance the global war machine. I'm Jinsella, and my friend and colleague Melina and I set up Demilitarized Education, aka Deducation, because we want to live in a world where universities champion peace and not war. Universities hold an undeniable power to shape society, and our work's objective is to make sure this power is used in the favour of our futures and the planet Earth. After all, fighter jets are not going to help us solve climate change. We have recently launched the world's first University in Arms database, and our objective for this year is to go to students across universities in the UK, teach them how to research their university's involvement in the arms trade, and how they can then upload that data to the database. By doing this, we'll set a new benchmark and precedent and use the information and media to influence universities into signing the Demilitarized Education Treaty. And we, the massive global peace community all across the country and world, can help to teach university leaders that their sustainability efforts are completely undermined by their military partnerships and partnerships with the defense sector. Now, I want to just quote one of Dead Talk's recent guests, and she's an amazing activist and speaker, and I just love her. Maybe you know her, Majestic Marvina. Yes, like, absolute boss. But when she was on Dead Talk, she said, "If you don't do politics, politics will do you."
The PG version.
Yeah, and if we don't teach peace like we teach war, and if we don't invest in peace innovation like we invest in military innovation, then peace stands no chance. So if you're ready, and I'm sure you are, to join the Global Peace Force, then definitely give us a shout. Find us at Deducation, DED_education. And if you know any students, then send them our way, because, you know, we don't want it to get to a situation where the complete blind political support for the military-industrial complex ends up doing us all. So, our University in Arms database so far has uncovered £52 million worth of military partnerships within UK universities. And that's only research from 6 universities. There's 135 in the UK, so we have a lot of work to do and a lot more to uncover, and we hope you will join us for that journey. I'm going to pass over to my gal Melina, who's going to explain all what these military partnerships mean.
Thank you for that, right? Like, let's give it up one time. So, I know what you're thinking. How did we let over £52 million go from arms companies to universities unnoticed? Well, it happens in 4 ways. The first way is that there are graduate schemes that are set up for engineering students. So your average aerospace engineer will usually be told to follow a career path that takes them through the defense sector, because that's where the money is and that's where the innovation is, and don't you want it to look so good on your CV and all that jazz. The second way is through academic partnerships, where an arms company may sponsor or fund part of a university. Someone from our demilitarization network, who's a student at UCL, actually found out that the UCL Center for Law and Ethics was sponsored by BAE Systems, which is like tragically hilarious. I say tragic more than I say hilarious. Okay. The third way is that there are direct investments from the university into companies that profit from the arms trade. These are called dual-use companies, as they provide goods and services that both have civilian and military uses. So think of your like Samsung, Microsoft providing algorithms and tech, or Caterpillar providing bulldozers that can be armored and that are sold to the Israeli government and then field tested in Palestine. This is all true. And then my personal favorite, I say this with air quotes because I hate all of this, is research collaborations. And I'll give you an example that I always give because I'm really surprised at how easily I found out all of this just by myself. So one day, little old me is on my computer, and I go on the BAE Systems website, and I just type in University of Manchester. That's where both Jinsel and I went to university, and where we met. Oh. Anyway, lo and behold, a link pops up about their new Magma drone. And it's innovative because it's very light, and according to them, it's meant to be, quote, the future of flight. And they thank profusely in that article the University of Manchester researchers for all the help that they gave in creating that. This is how a dangerous narrative and precedent can be set, because at last year's Dicey Arms Fair in 2021, where we met Vivienne, hi, there was a panel that was hosted called Innovating Through Universities, Developing Tomorrow's Capabilities. The person chairing this was the director of University of Lincoln's International Business School, and speakers included a politician from the Ministry of Defense, an academic, and an arms representative from Northrop Grumman, UK and Europe. So they're not even hiding it anymore at this point. They are proudly announcing that they plan to continue using universities as research hubs, developing tomorrow's capabilities, aka weapons of mass destruction and oppression. So welcome to the New World Order, where your ethics may be compromised because the only job that you can get is one that is in the arms trade. So how do we keep academic freedom, the freedom to be able to study anything and everything, while also safeguarding the protection of human rights and keeping conflict resolution as a priority in our universities' endeavors? We keep pushing, we keep fighting, we keep advocating for sustainable and peaceful approaches to education. And remember, we ain't dead yet. Thank you.